Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree.
It's our time with Mr. Mayberry. Hey, let's get creative.
Merry Christmas and welcome to Art Time with Mr. Mayberry. Today I'm going to show you 3 different ways to draw a Christmas tree. So let's get started. It's time to make some art. Today I'm going to show you 3 different ways you can draw a Christmas tree. First, we need to turn our paper horizontal, and we're just using a regular pencil today to draw. And I'm going to draw 3 tall triangles. Do this lightly. We're going to start all 3 off the same way. There's going to be 3 different designs, but they all start the same way. And that's with like a tall triangle. So I'm making 3 of these lightly beside each other. Okay, and then I'm going to complete the bottoms as well. This one's a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I'm going to put the tree trunks, so 2 lines in the center underneath each one. They're all the same on each of these trees. And then I want to put kind of a trapezoid shape. This is for the tree skirt. Okay, so there's a short line here, it goes over the trunk. One line slants down to the left, and the other one slants down to the right, and then a straight line across. And I'm repeating this process to all 3 trees. And the tree skirts will pretty well stay the same. So if you want to draw them a little bit darker once you have them in place, that's fine. So I'm going to go over these lines because these are going to stay the same. The trees themselves will change, but these will stay the same. Okay, now the first and easiest way to draw a Christmas tree is just to leave the triangle. So we're just going to make this one a triangle tree. So now that I have the triangle where I want, I can go back and make these lines darker. You can curve it slightly on the bottom. Same with these tree skirts. If you want to make them look more rounded, more 3D, you can curve them down just a little bit. Having them straight across is fine too for what we're doing today. Okay, so there's my first tree. That was simple. Now I'm going to do the second tree, which I like to call a zigzag tree, and this is probably more like what most of you are used to doing for drawing a Christmas tree. And I'm going to use this triangle as my basis, and then I'm going to start up high, and I'm going to slant out past away from that triangle, and then draw a straight line back to the triangle. So I'm going out away, and then back to. Out away, and then back to. So it curves out and goes straight back to that slanted line that's a triangle, or this side of the triangle. And then this line I'm going to make it go all the way down even with the bottom, and then connect right across here. So that's not too bad. Then I want to do the same thing on the opposite side. I'm going to try to get the bottom edges of these branches to be straight across from each other. So I'm going to start here at the top and slant out the opposite direction, and then go straight across like towards this line and stop when I get to the edge of this triangle that we started with. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to do the second layer, or second level. Then I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to keep repeating this all the way down. It should go, this probably needs to come out just a little bit more. It should curve out and then go back into meet where the edge of the triangle is, and try to have it straight across from the line on the other side. So it slants out and then straight back, and then this slants out and it will connect at the bottom. Okay, the last step with this, of course, is to go back and erase the beginning triangle. You may not have been able to see that. I drew it pretty light, but erase that beginning triangle, clean up the drawing is what we're doing. We erase the lines we don't need, and that happens to be the original triangle shape. Okay, and I'll make this tree trunk a little darker. Okay, so this is the second tree. So far we have a triangle tree and a zigzag tree. Okay, now for our third design, and I like to call this a scratchy tree. because it's more like a real pine tree or fir tree that you would have as a Christmas tree. When you touch those needles, those pine needles, they seem kind of scratchy, so that's why I'm calling it a scratchy tree. Also, we're going to be drawing kind of a line that scribbles back and forth like a scratch mark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out at an angle, kind of like what I did over here, except I'm going to be going back and forth. I'm going to be scratching back and forth, and then I go over till I get past the other side. Okay, so it's kind of the same shape here, but now instead of drawing an outline, I'm drawing an inside line here. Just scratchy back and forth. Okay, and then I'm using this triangle as a guideline. I'm going to start where the edge of the triangle is and then go out past. And I make another layer, another level to this tree. Just like that. And I'm just going to keep adding levels till I get to the bottom. I'm using a little bit of this edge of the pencil, or the side of the pencil, I mean. You can use the end, just the end if you want, or you can use, like I'm doing, the edge of it. Notice the bottom edge is uneven. That's okay. That even adds more to the realism of the tree. Because as we know in real life, things are not exactly perfect or lined up straight exactly. So that makes it look more realistic. Then I'll draw the lines of the tree trunk. Okay, so here's my 3 tree designs. A triangle tree, a zigzag tree, and a scratchy tree. Now your assignment is this. This is actually just kind of a practice or a warm-up or learning how to do these techniques. Then what I want you to do, you can either turn this paper on the back, or I would actually recommend getting another piece of paper, turn it vertical, and then you're going to choose one of these trees to draw, one of these designs, and make it larger on that new piece of paper. After you've drawn it, then I'd like you to go back and color in, add color, and then add decorations also as well. You might add the decorations first and then color everything. So that'll be your assignment. Take one of the 3 that we've learned just now, make a larger version of that, and color it in. So this is our project for today. 3 ways to draw a Christmas tree. Well, now that you know 3 different ways to draw a Christmas tree, if you want some art homework, teach someone else 3 different ways to draw a Christmas tree. Thanks for coming to art class, and I'll see you next time.
Goodbye, Mr. Mayberry.
Ow! That is a scratchy tree.